Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Khalif Raymond as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Hopkins with the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 39, Wilson.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown, Broncos. Dalton Schultz, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Herbert on 1st down now. Buying time to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. Herbert has it knocked free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run it again with Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And some room to run now.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Herbert going to try and run.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Hard throw incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ben, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Touchdown, Broncos.
CeeDee Lamb.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown, LA!
Mike Williams.
75 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get him with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Gordon on first down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive.